Conquerors, Warriors, welcome in to another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm Vince Ingram, got my superstar producer, big time Bijan Kelly.
Hey, sorry about that overlay.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Good.
Yeah, I can't complain.
Good, man. Good, really good. Really good. My man, we got a lot to talk about today.
Let's do it
tonight.
Let's do it.
We're gonna jump in it. As you come in, shout us out. Let us know you in. How you doing? What's up? Two thumbs. So we'll know who we talking to, so we can address you accordingly.
We're live. Let us know if you're alive.
We don't like to be in here without knowing who we talking to. So
yeah. I mean, we talk to you, so
exactly
talk back.
Exactly. Don't be rude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't be rude.
Don't be rude, man. Me forever. How you doing?
Hey, howdy.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna get right into it, man. I got a couple of things I just want to start with. This is not even on the topic list that I sent you, but I just want to discuss it. The first thing is Um, Floyd Mayweather, and to each his own, man. But this dude, I don't know what he does. We don't know what he does,
Make money.
but he makes money. Um, and I hate kind of what he represents out in the public, man.
Even
Um,
today.
well, let me just say. So he goes to South Africa and he spends
Okay.
$7 million in the Gucci store.
Oh, that's a.
Let me say this again. Now I didn't see the dude spending the money or whatever. So all we got to go on is what we read, what we hear, what we see on video. So it showed him coming out of the Gucci store in South Africa with all his people, and it was reported that he spent 7 million in the Gucci store. So let me just say this: if he spent 7 million in the Gucci store, shame on him.
Shame.
Shame on him if he spent 7 million in the Gucci store. I'm just a fan of, man. You know how many lives you could have changed in South Africa with $7 million?
If he did that, I agree. I
Yeah,
agree. Yeah.
if he did it, because we want to be clear, because we weren't there, and I'm a strong believer. And if I didn't see it, I don't really know. I don't
Look,
care what nobody heard, nobody said. If I don't see it, I'm not sure.
Vince, I'm not gonna call Africans liars, but they tell some big stories. A dude that wins a fight all of a sudden becomes a dude that fought against 50, soldiers and came out on top.
Right.
And he gets this heroic tale. Uh, 7 million may be a stretch.
Maybe. Hopefully this is somebody just trying to slander this man's name and he didn't do this. I hope Florida's smarter than that.
Do you think now? That's a good point. You said you hope he's smarter than that. Do you think that he thought spending 7 million at a Gucci store just because it was in Africa was helping their economy?
He couldn't have. he couldn't have thought that, man.
It's like, I came to your country. I
I'm
spent
not
7 million in your country. That's helping your country.
sure. Now you're insulting him even more. Surely he didn't think that thinking that he put 7 million in the Gucci store was gonna go to the South Africans. I'm not gonna.
I hope not.
I'm hoping he didn't do that, and that's the deal. He didn't do it.
Yeah.
We got a false report. If so, man, apologies to you.
I would hope, because I see it all the time on my timeline. I see African fashion, Nigerian fashion. I know he was in South Africa, but I'm sure there's a lot of fashion and local designers and things like that. So he didn't have to buy Gucci, and I'm hoping if he did go to the Gucci store or whatever, he also went by the local places. And you know, uh,
Right.
I mean, you don't want to feel like you're forced to spend your money. If you don't like the style, you don't like it. But I'm with you. Like 7 million, if he did it, is wow. That's almost like a slap in the face, because I mean, we know it's Africa's. Are any of the countries in Africa first world countries?
Um,
I I don't want to be ignorant, but I don't know.
I'm not sure either, man. And I'm not. I want to make it clear. I'm not even talking about where he spent it. I'm talking about what he spent it on. So if he could have spent 7 million just in the mall, I would have thought that was ludicrous. I just feel like that it's a lot more things he can do that's positive with 7 million to help those people. That's not, some of them that's not as fortunate, and get them started pretty good with 7 million versus going in and spending 7 million on Gucci products or anything. By that matter, just spending that kind of money on frivolous crap is to me is just.
Yeah, what do you walk out with? 7 million in a fashion store? Well, yeah, what do you? I mean, I know Gucci's expensive, but not like $1 million pants expensive.
Not well. I mean, I guess if you buy enough bags and tote bags and backpacks and shoes and I mean, because some of those shoes can be one, two, $3,000,
Who's
$7,000.
yeah, 7,000, right?
Yeah,
If he spent 7 million, you see that's a stretch. So, like, did he? If that happened, did he give it away?
I
He's
mean,
not taking that on a plane. That's a lot of stuff.
he what? Come on, man, fly private, man. What do you mean taking it on a plane?
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff
That dude fly private, man. That
by
dude,
himself. He didn't take
yeah.
his family.
If he took his family, he would. Let me explain something to you about Floyd. This dude, he was on damn, what's the name of the show, man, with Ryan,
What,
with the
Reynolds?
NFL players,
Oh no.
Channing Crowder, um, mm, Channing Crowder, Ryan Clark. What's the name of that show? Ain't nobody listening tonight, man. Where you at,
Uh,
Lou?
First take.
Not First Take.
Mm.
That's a podcast that they have.
Oh, okay.
Brandon Marshall started it.
24/7.
No, it's not
No.
24/7. I am athlete, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, they had Floyd on, and Ryan Clark was talking about how he was working for ESPN, and they flew him first class. That means what first class means. And
Yeah.
so Floyd said, "What's that?" And he was like, when you get to go and you get on the plane first and they check in first, and so Floyd was like, I don't know what that is. And he was like, and of course they was like, oh, we forgot who he's talking to. And Floyd was like, yeah, I got my own. Hold on a minute, hold on. So he gets on the phone. He calls the pilot of his jet. And he said, hey, so and so, I don't know verbatim, but he said, hey, do me a favor. When you go pick up so and so and drop them off in Vegas, come back and get me, and we're gonna go to da da da. And then when you leave out, go pick up someone. Like he's talking to a driver of a car. And that's what the guys was doing. Like, God, dog, man. I mean, he just made them feel. He ain't make them feel anyway, but they just
Yeah.
looked at that like, oh, this dude got some bread,
It's
man.
crazy to see.
It's crazy to see, man. That dude got so much money, man, that it ain't fun. So, and that's the thing. He got more money than he knows what to even do with. Floyd
I'm
Mayweather.
I'm glad he publicizes himself doing stuff like that because you see that it's possible.
Yeah, I
You know.
mean, yeah, he has to have warehouses for all his vehicles.
But I still
So
feel like that all of that is probably fair and dandy, but 7 million in a Gucci store, no matter if it's in America or Africa, but especially if it's in Africa, is egregious.
yeah, like I said, I hope it's a stretch. I hope it's because if so, man, that's pathetic. I hate it, and I just hope that's not the case. So
But Vince, I'm just one more time. That's a lot of stuff.
that's a lot, man.
I mean, even if the bags are 100,000, 100,000 goes into 7 million. What, 70 times, something like that? I don't know.
No, more than that. Oh, is
More
that
than that.
right? Yeah. Um.
I'm just man.
So he I don't know, man. Hopefully it's not true. Hopefully it's not true. But I just had to bring that up because when I saw it, I was like, "Come on, Floyd. Come on, man. That's you're doing too much, bro. You're
Yeah, that
doing
is a
too
lot.
much."
That
Yeah.
is a lot. Yeah. Maybe he gave everybody that worked in the Gucci store 7 million a piece. No, but if it's in South Africa, it's probably nothing but white people in there.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely didn't just buy for him. He probably bought stuff for everybody in there, everybody who walked in. Who knows, man?
Yeah.
Mevel said maybe he shut the store down so him and his entourage can shop. I'm pretty sure they shut the store down. But like BJ saying, could they buy $7 million worth of stuff in Gucci? That's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff. $7 million. Wow.
That's ridiculous. Imagine trying to walk out of okay, of course, Walmart, you're gonna have busloads of stuff if you walk out with $7 million. But
Mhm.
I don't know what's a place. Do you like shopping at
No.
Ray Bans? Let's say you walk out of Ray Bans with $7 million in shades.
Okay, that's a lot of shades,
That's
man.
a lot of that's a lot of
Yeah,
shit,
that's a lot of shades.
man. You might as well invest in the company with
You have invested in the company.
seven
You have
million.
invested in the company for sure.
You
Yeah.
might as well. You haven't. You might as well because
I
you're getting no
mean,
return.
with all that, with that much money, Mifael said when you shut the store down, you have to pay for what the store revenue would be for that day.
What?
So maybe they said their revenue would be $7 million that day.
That's not even worth it to shut the store down. I'll just be like, we'll shop in here with everybody else. It'd be cheaper to just
I
what?
mean, yeah, because he got 50 people around him, so it ain't like, I don't know, man. Them
Mm,
guys, they do different stuff, man, just to floss, just to shine. They just do different stuff, man.
yeah, man, it must be nice.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah, must be
hey,
nice.
go to California, pick up my daughter, and then when you're done there, go over to Vegas and pick me up. And
Yeah,
then when you drop me off, my son actually needs a ride to school. His
hmm
school is 2 states away. So,
that's how he was talking
oh
on the
man,
phone. But he actually called his pilot on the show, and you put it on speakerphone, and the pilot was like, yeah, yeah, Flo, what you need? You got some time? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What you need? Yeah,
black
go down
pilot.
so and so. Who knows? I don't
Oh,
know. He's on
can't
the
tell.
phone.
Yeah, I
But
can't tell.
it's no telling how much he pays him.
Oh man, yeah,
Yeah.
and the gas. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Beyonce paid 11 million to shut down the what do you call that? The
Mm.
Louvre
Museum in
museum in
Paris to shoot
Paris.
a video.
I mean, Michael Jackson spent millions on his music videos, but his music videos look like
But
they were
that's a
worth.
music video though.
Yeah, that's true. That's
That's
true.
not
You're
what
getting
they talking
paid.
about going and just
Yeah,
to buy some shoes and some clothes.
yeah, you're getting a return on that. Maybe it was a write off. Hey, maybe Mayweather went did a $7 million write off and guess and Gucci in Africa.
Uh, yeah, I don't know about that, brother. That's a hard sell right there. You got to be hell of an accountant to sell that. Yeah, you got to be hell of an accountant. So listen, man. LeBron James' son, Bronny,
Yeah,
18-year-old, he passed out at practice,
I
and apparently
heard.
he had some kind of cardiac arrest, man.
I
They're
heard.
saying he's doing well. He's stable now, but that's we're gonna have to keep a close attention to it. Thank God he's doing better,
Yeah.
but we're gonna have to keep an eye on that to see why this happened to this young guy.
Now, there's a lot of people that want to say it was COVID. There's a lot of people that um are saying that. But I also saw, and I want to ask you about this if you had experience with this. They said that one of the leading causes of death in athletes is cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
So is that something you've experienced? Like people like in your because I know you played football on a higher more higher impact
Mhm,
level.
mhm.
You kind of went far with it. So and your experience and always being in gyms and stuff, is cardiac arrest like something that you've seen, witnessed? Like, is that something you've known about?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's happened over the years. It's few and far in between, but it be they be end up being diagnosed with some type of heart condition they didn't even know they had, and at some point, their body just heart just get overexerted, and it just shows its ugly face. But um, it, it's um, it's happened. It surely has happened, and then some of those um that's been documented. The guys had, basketball also had, some type of drug addiction that they was dealing with, and people didn't
Wow.
know. And
Yeah.
so yeah, it's happened, man. In football, some of it's been broken necks and stuff like that. But I think more
Ah,
basketball players have had, and baseball players maybe have had stuff like that where they be running and they just collapse.
Oh, basketball and baseball.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't think of too many football players who's had that. One football player, man, had that for the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't remember his name, man. Maybe was it Eric Rhodes? I think it was Eric Rhodes, but he had some type of heart situation that
Mm,
didn't know about.
man,
And
that's rough.
yeah, and so and these guys get, so it's something that develops
Yeah.
because these guys have to get physicals
Yeah, right. Yeah,
before they start any workouts, practices, or whatever
yeah.
routine. So
In a physical, they don't check your heart.
well, they check your um I don't know when it gets to that major college level because
Oh well, yeah,
um
that could be more.
yeah,
Yeah,
because once they
right.
get to that major college level, man, I'm pretty sure they put you on, do the stress test and everything, where they
Mm,
put you on the
yeah.
machine and have you overexert yourself to see how
Yeah.
your heart handles that stress level.
Yeah, you can't ask me anything about a physical. Last time I had a physical was for middle school athletics. That they put two fingers under your balls and tell you to cough. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much
Man, I'm gonna
pretty
be
much.
honest with you though, Doc. All bull job aside, man, it's always good. You're a man now, and I would encourage any man, especially a man, to go every year and get a checkup, man, because we have things going on with us, and if we don't know, we don't know. And it
It's
could
true.
be something that's steady developing, and then if it gets to the point where it's too, it could reach a point to where it's too late, and it's too late.
I hear
But
you.
if you're going and it becomes a routine, they may see something and can catch it and prevent the alternative. But I would encourage any, even the ones who we feel like we're in decent shape. I feel like I'm in decent condition, man. But it's I hadn't been in a couple of years. I got an extensive blood work, stress test. I mean, they checked everything. You feel me? And I came out, looking like freaking Batman or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Thank God. But since in the last 2 years, I've been dealing with more stressful situations.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm older. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely time now to get back in there and let them check again and see what's that. Make sure everything's still good.
Have
Lou said
you?
they check everything. Jerry, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Heard
Mm,
from
okay. 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 Have you ever since we're on the topic, I know we're probably about to shift, so I want to slide this in. Have you ever thought about or compared the levels of like effort or activity between like baseball, football, and basketball? Like, would you do that, or would you say, oh no, all sports are equal? Like, how what's your take on that?
you. As far as how you overexert your body,
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah. The
it's definitely
exertion.
football.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, and I'm just not saying that because I was a football guy, but I mean, basketball, of course, next. Baseball is less contact, way much less They hardly have any contact.
Yeah.
Basketball have contact, but basketball players run more. They up and
Mm.
down that court, up and down that
Oh
court
yeah.
all day. Football players, man, you put in the running, and then once you put in the collisions that they have, it's
Hmm.
just it's unimaginable. Um, those collisions are in a class by themselves, man. You think about 240, 220, 50-pound guys that gets to 40 yards in 4 seconds or less, hitting, running into each other is it's like a high speed collision. It's
Man.
just yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, you can't really compare that. You could probably compare. No, could you compare baseball and basketball? I don't even want to really get into it, but
Mm-mm.
no.
Baseball, man, is none of. I mean, no, baseball.
They walk off the what? They walk off the field. They're not even sweating. Is that what you're saying?
and they literally walk off the field.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at a lot of your baseball players, man, they got guts. You know, I'm talking about
Oh.
stomachs, bellies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have to be in tip top physical condition to play baseball. You just have to be strategic. You have to be good with the bat,
Mm-hmm.
and you put whatever position you play, you got to be able to move lateral. And it's
I hear
I
you.
mean, still just so many people can play it, but when it comes to basketball and football, man, you have to be a exceptional athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Derek
Jerry
said, yeah,
co-signed that.
you don't have to be in good shape for baseball. Yeah, it's a lot of baseball players, man. You get some of these pitchers, they're in horrible condition, but they
Yeah.
can throw that football. I mean, they can throw that baseball.
Yeah, yeah. Unlike
They can,
like you won't see their pitchers in shape like football quarterbacks.
nah,
Yeah,
not at all.
yeah,
Not at all. They don't have to do all the no running.
yeah.
Yeah, they just got to be able to throw that ball of 100 miles an hour,
Whew. Yeah, and that is
and that's a skill.
yeah.
That's a skill. Shit, I've seen some football players throw out the first pitch, and it looked horrible. You know how they invite a
Yeah,
football player that's
yeah,
from that town, that city,
yeah.
come out and throw the first pitch of the season, and they can't even make it reach to the plate. But they're a hell of a wide receiver somewhere on
Right,
somebody's football team.
right, right.
So
It's different skill set.
different skill set altogether, man. That's why Deion Sanders was so special that he could do both of them at such a high level.
Oh yeah,
That it was amazing that
man.
Deion could play in a Super Bowl and go and play in a freaking World Series game and just be, you know, who he was. So yeah, that's what it was, man. So anyway, hopefully, Bronny gets back, man. We're gonna keep an eye on this because they already hyping this boy up because who he is,
Right.
LeBron James' son, and he's already a big old boy, man, and his dad is LeBron James. So we're gonna keep an eye on it and see how this turns out. So BJ, I sent you a we're gonna get off into this stuff, man. I sent you a video and this was today. So this guy does a video, man. His wife filed a false abuse report on him to while she secretly filed for divorce. So she filed a false abuse report on him. The cops came. Unbeknownst to him, she was filing for divorce. And he says apparently this has become a strategy to a lot of ladies to get the upper hand on in the divorce proceedings when it's time to go to court and stuff like that. Let me tell you something, man. Ladies are so strategic, man. They are extremely strategic. They think about things that men don't even consider. When it comes to breaking up, stuff like that, man, most guys, they'll just say, man, I go my way, you go your way.
Right.
That's what it is. Women be on a whole different animal, man. They be on a whole different animal. And I'd like for you to show this video, and I'd like for Lewis to tell me how it or if he could even handle this, and you as well. And me forever can probably confirm that this is a woman tactic. But
Dang.
like this guy said, man, this is a horrible thing. At the end of the day, man, this is horrible. But like I got a really close friend of mine, and we just having a discussion one day, and he said, man, men don't women don't fight fair when it comes to stuff like that. There's
Yeah,
no fair fighting, none.
yeah. If I had to rank like, do I think women fight fair on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm definitely gonna say 2.
Yeah,
Man.
because they're looking for they're looking for their that security, man, and that upper hand. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So if you can, if you, I just sent you that video not too long ago. Just kind of play it, man, and check this out. Check this out, Jerry. Check this out.
I'm being evicted from my house now. Immediately, but what we allow you to do is get an overnight bag. All right, so we'll go inside. You can get some of your things. I have to leave with you? No, you can drive away. No. What I'm asking you is, I have to leave right now. Correct. Yep. So you can go inside, gather up some of your things. We allow you that courtesy. And do you have your car here? I do. And then on your own accord, you can leave here, okay? So
Look at his face.
I can
He's
leave after you
stunned.
leave? I just have to leave. We're gonna leave. No, we're gonna leave with you. We're gonna leave together. Okay. You definitely have to leave today, okay? Got you. So what we'll do now, go inside.
Wow.
Get some of your things. You need this back? What's that? This. Nope, that's for you. This is me. Yep. This is me.
He's stunned.
That's officer, and that's officer. Can I see your eyes, please? Is that okay? All right. My wife filed a false abuse claim against me in order to initiate a divorce, in order to get an advantage over the property that we have. Out of nowhere, she just filed a false abuse claim against me and had me evicted from the house. Women, in particular, who do this to men are criminals. They are dangerous. They are criminals. My understanding now is that this is a strategy that many women will employ in court in order to take advantage of their husbands and their property. You say I should have seen this coming? She did everything she could to keep me from seeing what she was doing. For the men who have to go through this and the children who have to go through this, I feel sorry for you. This is painful. But the only thing that is going to heal this is justice. If you know someone, or if you are someone and this has happened to you, I'd love to hear from you. There needs to be a movement to stop this. There needs to be a movement so that some strong legislation can be put in place to stop this.
Me forever says hell has no fear like a woman scorned. Let me tell you something, man. That's some bull jive. That ain't no woman scorned. She's the devil. When you do crap like that, you can look at this guy. I don't know him. Yeah. But you can look at this guy, man, and you can tell the sincerity in this guy's eyes, man. That's no joke, bro.
Nah.
Let me tell you something on this one. You hadn't lived long enough. You hadn't seen enough. I've known guys, not that particular situation, but have dealt with similar situations just like that, where they had no idea what was going on until it was going on.
I hear you, and I trust your experience on that. But I was trying to figure out immediately from the beginning. I was trying to figure out, does he seem more of a manipulative person, or does he seem more of a honest person that is just recording his feelings at the time? The direction he decided to take this and to begin talking about starting a movement and this and that and saying this is a trend with women, it sounds like this is a trend with him. It sounds like this is something he's trying to garner this a group of people to feel a certain way about it. I mean, why would you, if you're talking about something you're going through in that moment, this is the day of it, why would you flip this around and talk about let's start a movement? This is you happening to one person.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I can guarantee you he know at least two other guys who have been through something similar. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You hadn't been here long enough, brother.
I hear you.
You hadn't been here long. Let me tell you something, man. the little stuff that you've dealt with over in your 26 years is pee-wee football.
+2. Give me 2 more. Give me 2 more.
28 years is pee-wee football, man.
I hear you.
When you get that guy, looked like he probably was in his mid to late 50s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's seen a lot. He's dealt with a lot on both spectrums, men and women, men versus women, women versus men. He's seen a lot, and in my opinion, no matter what, not no matter what, but it's certain things you're gonna go through as a couple, man. And if you have a guy who you file a false abuse report on, and you've never been abused, you're evil.
100%.
Do you know? Because that goes beyond just securing your assets.
Yeah.
Like I said, that guy was being made to leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to that side of it. Yeah.
Now, if he truly did abuse her, see, because what those guys were doing, those cops were doing only what they had, because they had to make him leave, because if they didn't, and then he goes in there and kill her, it's those cops are in hot water. So they have to make him leave. Now, you notice they didn't take him to jail.
Right.
They just told him he had to leave. So if she was truly abused by him, where they got some evidence of her had been abused, he would have went to jail, not just made to leave.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So and women knowing that it's simply the call, simply the call is warrant enough for them to have to do something.
If nothing else, to remove him.
If nothing else, to remove him, yeah.
To remove him. I fear for my life. He's pushing me around. He's this and that. And they call, and he got to go.
Which wouldn't happen, or I guess it's less than a 1% chance of it happening if he called a false abuse claim on her.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get there. And, I mean, unless he has a big gash in his head or something like that, nah, they're going to just separate him and y'all go somewhere cool up. And they still, even if he called, they're going to ask him, you got somewhere you can go stay tonight?
Yeah.
Me forever say women spare no feelings. That's evil, bro. That is so evil that you can be with somebody a duration of time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 years, and your feelings just go to the point to where you want to see them get locked up. See, a lot of things go with just when you get locked up.
Yeah.
Depending on when you get locked up, how you get locked up. I mean, you can lose your livelihood. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a record that's following you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a plethora of things that can go with that, man.
This is rough. I mean, you I don't know if he just came home or whatever, but the police come and they say, hey, you got to pack an overnight bag and you have to leave because your wife filed your wife filed an abuse claim against you. Now, we haven't found any abuse or anything, so we're not going to take you in. We're not going to arrest you, but you gotta leave tonight. Wow. Man. And then however long they've been married, and then he's also hit with the surprise of the divorce at the same time.
Yeah.
If now I'm just gonna say same thing with Floyd. If this is true, that's horrible, and she is evil. But if it's not true, he is a chess piece pushing SOB.
Bro, I'm not gonna say. Let's move away from just that video. Okay. See, I gotta get you away from that video.
Okay.
What I'm trying to get you to understand is it's a bigger picture than just that video. Those type of things happen. So even if he's just doing let me do a video tonight. Yeah. He's doing a video based off of something he's seen for sure, that he knows some guys that went through and some ladies that went through.
In some form or fashion.
Some form of fashion,
right.
To that extent. So it's just not that particular video. It's a bigger picture than that. So that's why he is saying if you know somebody who is evil enough to do some stuff like this, this should go deeper than them just getting away with that.
I hear you. Yeah,
And
because
that's what he's saying. This
any
should
form of
carry some,
abuse that they,
something like that.
yeah,
This
because
should carry
typically
some
it's
jail time.
right, because typically it's sexual abuse or something else, and in this case, it was whatever abuse she claimed. We don't even know what it was. Like, yeah, and the women would lie, and then they would just automatically be believed, at least in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then by the time it comes out that the dude didn't do anything, I mean, his reputation is tarnished. It's probably still on a record,
All of that.
history of this. I
All
hear
of
you.
that.
I
And
hear
then
you.
lost all his stuff because based off of what he was saying, this is a tactic for when they go to court
Yeah.
to secure the assets and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me forever say most women just move to states that are more on the woman's side when it comes to divorce, like Texas.
Not doing that on purpose.
She says women can be very excessive in detail when it comes to getting what they want. Me forever, BJ don't get it, man. He don't realize the extent. I told you before when we had that Carly Russell thing, people would do excessive things for
Carly Russell.
for attention.
Yeah.
You don't underestimate. Oh shit! Shoot.
What?
Oh, you I was moving my hand.
the shoot was irrelevant. You didn't have to say shoot after
It's
it.
just bro, you got to realize that people will do certain things, man. They just will. I mean, you're a nice guy. Everybody's not like you, bro. Everybody's not like you.
I'll think it. I just won't do it.
You got some people that'll do it, then think about it later. I shouldn't have done that, but it's too late now.
But you think what she said about most women just move to states that are more on the women's side when it comes to divorce, like Texas?
I can see that. Yes.
You think that's consciously?
Yes. Yes, man.
Gosh, it's a different playing field as a woman, I guess, when you have different weapons at your disposal, different tools. Because a man, his reason for moving would never be, oh, the court is more on my side when it comes to child support or something. Like, it would be something completely different, like the gun laws or something, or whatever he cares about. But he wouldn't care about that.
Man, women,
man,
once a lady gets security under her belt, she want to keep that. She'll let the dude go as long as she's still secure with her things, her items, her house, her this or that.
Yeah.
That's why it always amazes me to see a homeless woman with a homeless guy. That amazes the crap out of me. Like, that's some different stuff right there. When you see a homeless woman that's with a homeless guy, it's a couple on my, you know what I'm saying, on the corner. And I mean, she's with him. She doesn't look like she's no drug, no nothing at all. She's healthy looking. But I mean, she is a black girl and she's with this white guy, and he is, and I don't know if he's homeless, but I know he's a panhandler. And she panhandles right along with him. Ooh. And to me, I just look at that and I just be like, what the hell are you doing?
Because she could be anywhere else.
To me, I feel like she probably could, because I'm going to be honest with you. She's not a bad looking girl. She's not bad looking, but
I hear you.
I mean, she's out there and she's with her guy. Mifael says some women will provoke you to hitting them in order to call the police for domestic violence to ruin the man's life. And
if you hit them, that's on you. There's no provoke.
Boy,
I get you.
I
get you. You can make someone mad, but if you hit them, that's on you. If you hit them, that's on you.
It is on you. But if you are in a house and this woman is steady hitting you, disrespecting you, and that's why I effed your homeboy, and that's why I did this, and should get him what, and then haul off and slap you in your face.
You bring up a good point, because he's not gonna call anybody on her.
No, man. You go through this year after year after year after year till you just That's why it's always better to once it happened once is to go on and get move around, man. Because if it happened once, it's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
If it happened once, it's gonna happen again, bro. Toyota said that story is interesting because just today I heard judges are awarding more men custody just on women working 2 jobs. So I think there may be things have to be pulled out to hold on to their children. See, I ain't throw the kids in there. Jimmy said,
He
"Nice
didn't
guy
mention
finished
kids either.
last."
They probably don't even have kids.
No, I mean that guy looked like he was an older guy. He looked to be an older guy, and
Kids probably out the house.
I would think. Me Phelps said, I had a family member do that and ruin her ex-husband's life, and at 54, he still hasn't rebuilt his life after 8 years.
Oh, that's messed up. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Jerry said, BJ, you're gonna be in some trouble.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, BJ Jerry is one of those guys, man. He got to learn the hard way sometimes. But we
No,
just
I'll
gonna,
be good.
we're gonna pray the young fella never goes through that, man.
No. Yeah, I'm not gonna have no abusive woman putting her paws on me. What? I'm like the Flash.
Okay, Flash.
And I know how to change locks.
Okay, Flash. Hope not, brother. I hope not. But yeah, man, that story kind of just tripped me out, man. It tripped me out big time. Yeah, D-Mac says, chill, bro.
And I call 911. Yeah, I call the police. What?
Yeah. Then you gonna call them, they gonna come get your ass. You gonna be explaining. But I call y'all. Yeah, I know Mr.
No,
I know Mr. Kelly. Just sit in the back of the car right quick, and we'll be back to talk to you. We'll be back to talk
I'll
to
be
you.
like, wait, hold up. I got the bruise.
Now, when you say, hey, wait, hold on, they're gonna say, now, I told you get back in that car with that stun gun like this on your ass.
Look, I've only seen this in a movie once, but the woman, she put her arm in the cabinet and she like shut it on her arm to get bruises and stuff. Now I've never heard anything outside of movies, but have you witnessed that?
I've never heard anything outside of a movie where a woman would go to that extreme.
Yeah.
Only what he said is that a woman would call and scream bloody murder. Yeah. He's over here and I'm so scared and somebody come help me, and this dude hadn't touched her.
They don't even have to put bruises on themselves. Yeah.
No, don't even have to. All you gotta do is make the phone call, be dramatic, cry, and most of the time, and don't let them get there and my size and they 130 pounds, 140 pounds, Miss Ingram, she's afraid of her for her life. Hey man, I ain't touched this woman. Yeah, we know, but can you go? You got anywhere you can stay tonight? Can you go get your hotel room? So I gotta go spend some money that I probably don't have.
See, you have problems I don't have, because they'll say things to you like, Mr. Ingram, you got some size on you. Are we gonna have any problems here?
It ain't that, bro. They'll look at you. Hey, Mr. Kelly, we know you small, but you probably slap the shit out of this woman. So go and get in the car. We know how you look, guys. Are we know y'all like jump on. Yeah,
guys, man, just villainized.
I'm telling you, man. D-Mac say, the lock shade is crazy. I don't know what that means. D-Mac say,
when I was talking about I can lock doors, I can change the locks.
That's they're gonna say sign these papers, you aren't arrested. Yeah, that's right. Ooh. That's right, Mr. Kelly. We just detaining you for the night. Yeah, she's in there, and I see she got the towel over her eye. We can't really see your fist print, but I mean, she said it happened, so we just gonna take you tonight just to
while we figure things out.
While we figure things out, let things cool down. The kids are in there with her; they safe.
Automatically, they're safe because they're with her.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Hey. I'm telling you, hey man, I pray for you. It never happens, man. But just, hey, don't be surprised, man. I mean, ladies are strategic, man. They are strategic, and they know they got the law on their side. No question.
Now, if I know that they're on their way, what if I just throw on some? I probably can't put on eyelashes fast enough because I've never put on eyelashes, but I put on some lipstick, a skirt, or something, make myself look, a little fruity.
Maybe crazy.
No. Just listen, just for a second. Would they treat me any different if I, just wave the pride flag?
How you gonna do that? And you with your wife?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know. Just do
I
you
don't
think
know
they would
either,
treat me
man.
any different?
I don't. No, no, no. You let me pat you down, and when they go across your branch that you got on there, oh yeah, this is a dude. Yeah. Oh yeah. Take this wig off,
Well,
fool.
I didn't think I could fool them. I'm just thinking, maybe they'd be
Nah,
like, oh, it's a cat fight.
no, no, hell no, no. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Oh man.
Speaking of that, man, this right here was a trip. I sent you this video as well, man. This is a big topic right now. This stuff with what Jess Hilarious said to getting into it with the transgender community. Now, I want to know what y'all thoughts on this one, man. This is a big, big topic right now. You know, Toyota, maybe you can chime in on this.
Are you
You and
talking about that magazine cover?
this is no, she's got a back and forth going with the transgender community where she said that these transgender women are saying that oh, she made the comment like, they don't have menstrual cycles, they don't do this, they don't do that, they trying to be what the regular women are.
Uh-oh.
And a transgender woman came back at her, man. But I sent you the video on it, and but a lot of people been chiming in and say, especially the women are saying that they totally agree with what Jess Hilarious said, because your transgender women are saying just because they can have the menstrual cycles and stuff like that don't make them no more women than they are.
I don't even.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
agree with them. I don't agree.
No, not at all, man. That's why, but it's a topic, because you had some straight people coming on saying, I mean, you just got some of these people, man, that's just like really want to say that these are
I,
real women.
I hate getting into it because, well, I mean, I don't necessarily hate getting into it. I guess it's more uncomfortable getting into it on camera because people, then you're opening your conversation up to those same people that would
Right.
disagree, and what I would personally call them fools. You know how they say you can't argue with the fool?
Yeah.
I feel like the argument here isn't, oh, you're not a person, oh, you shouldn't be respected. I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's simple. A
Mm-hmm.
tree is a tree,
Yeah.
and a fish is a fish. A
Mm-hmm.
fish can't be a tree, and a tree can't be a fish.
True
They're
that. I
just two
get it.
separate things.
That's
Respect them, but they're separate things. You can't replace what was always there.
right.
You know,
Yeah. If you can, brother, pull that up, because I'd like to for them to hear just hilarious say it. And
is this the TikTok video?
I'm not sure.
Because one of the videos you sent me is no longer available, and I'm guessing it was that trans video because I think it was taken down.
I don't know if you can put up on YouTube where it says
But
just
just
hilarious
hilarious though, huh? Yeah.
comments about transgender women. I don't see them taking that down.
TikTok is it? They will take down videos.
Mm-hmm.
And not the ones you would expect. Nothing, like too lewd. They're gonna take
Mm-hmm.
down the ones about that community.
Mm-hmm.
You say something slanderous, that video coming down, and it doesn't have to be slanderous. You know what I mean? It just has to be
Mm-hmm.
anything that
It has
goes
been
against the
offensive
grain.
to some
Right.
people.
Right.
And while
Right.
you're looking for it, I'm gonna read Me Forever said there's one thing that shut that conversation down. Men do not carry XX chromosome, they carry XY chromosome. You cannot change anyone's chromosome. So technically you are not a woman. You know what? And I've heard that being thrown around a lot of times. Um, with this one particular white guy, I can't remember who he is, but he goes head to head with him all the time. And he just throws that out. Well, I mean, you can't, because
But they
you
don't
don't
care about
carry XY.
science. It's
They don't, man. They
arguing with
don't.
the yeah.
They still argue the fact that they still argue the
Which
fact
is crazy. How do you not agree with the science when the science is giving you the hormones to alter your body in the first place?
because it's like what we talked about a few shows back, where we were saying how some people no matter what evidence you bring to them, they're gonna always find a reason not to agree.
It's crazy.
Always.
It's crazy.
Xavier say,
Found the video,
sorry,
by the way.
gender reassignment. We are not born with ovaries and a uterus. You can't argue with science. Now, if you male parts were removed and you had a vagina created, you're a transgender. So Yoda said, I have nothing against who they want to be, and everyone have their own opinion. But the most profound thing was take 10 men and 10 trans, put them on an island, come back 100 years later and examine their bones. You will have 20 men. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
All right. Got that video. Let me make sure the audio is good. Audio is not good.
Not good. There you go.
What stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were.
Well, first off, I know why this video was taken down because of the tone of her voice. I'm gonna keep playing it, but this is offensive just in the tone of her voice. They can't handle this.
Just talk like that, man.
When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers.
This is rude. So rude. Cancel just hilarious. I'm joking, by the way. But yeah, I could see how she offended people. She just wasn't holding her tongue. She
wasn't, man.
She's fed up with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, fight your fight. But I'm just gonna stay where I stay of just saying, like, hey, you are different. Just adopt your difference. And yeah. Men have the right to be women. Men have the right. Women have the right to do whatever you want. But is it really a right if you can't? Like, that's like saying you have the right to destroy the sun. You can't. So do you? I don't know.
Well, this is the thing, man. I mean, he or she is right. Men do have the right to be women if they choose to. All she's saying is be realistic about it. Don't compare yourself to a woman that can have a menstrual cycle and you can't, and feel like y'all have the same struggle. That's what she's saying.
And I
mean, you can't knock her for that, man. If you don't go through that, like, women have these what they call it, menopause, where they have these hot flashes and stuff like that. I can't relate to that. You see what I'm saying? So I can't knock that when a lady is saying, I got this hot flash and it's crazy, it's killing me, this and that, this and that. I can just only say, you need me to turn the fan up, because I can't relate to it. So all she's saying is basically like that. You can't relate to me having, menstrual cycles and stuff that, women that with the XX chromosome have went through the test of time. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the same struggles. So, yeah.
If you ask me, I feel like it's a newly recognized society that's growing, and anything that's newly recognized that has been historically undervalued, devalued, always worked under the table, behind the scenes, it takes time and it takes work to get an equal seat at the table.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
So put in your time, put in your hours. You will never biologically be a woman, but you will one day get the opportunity to have your your voice heard more or respected in the way that you want if you continue going that route, I guess. But don't, I guess, what I say is don't try and if anybody out there thinks this way, don't try and take what someone else has, because you don't want someone to take what you have. Just be you, is what I'm saying. Just be you and be fine with being you.
Right.
Yeah.
Liberty Witcher says, in many men's restrooms in California now, there are tampons and napkins for men to use if they want. Liberty Witcher also said, in California, we are also changing the term pregnant woman to birthing person to respect men's rights to be pregnant too. Liberty Witcher, you got to stay on the show. Please come back next Monday. I mean, real talk, no bull jive, man. I love this. In California, we are also changing the term pregnant woman, to birthing person, okay, to respect men's rights to be pregnant too. Now, of course, men can't be pregnant yet, right? I missed something. Or did I miss something?
They can be with the certain parts if you do surgery, with the uterus and
So they fixed it where men can get pregnant now?
There was a man that did get pregnant. I don't know if he successfully had the baby.
And he was born a man?
Yes. Yeah. And there's probably been more since him, but he was big in the news. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh my goodness, man. We are in a different world, man. In California, we are also changing the term pregnant woman to birthing person to respect men's rights to be pregnant too.
I mean, y'all say men can't get pregnant, but it's true. Xavier, she's in the medical industry.
Wait a minute, man. Like the preacher said, read. Toyota said, she fine. That's the problem now, BJ. Sorry. Everybody need baby talk or they get offended. I'm a teacher and my voice is of her nature, but no one gets offended. Offense only come when we don't like what is being said. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. I agree with you. I was just kind of messing around. I think what she said was okay because she was, speaking her piece. People do it all the time, and she didn't call anyone out their name.
Me forever say it is an agenda that's being pushed. They are now trying to allow pedophilia to be legal. They have a pedophilia flag now.
Now, that aligns with what I just said, Vince, about these little groups in society that are trying to become recognized. Now, I don't think that group is going to be very successful, but yeah, that's another one. That is another one, and that is a fact. They are trying to legalize it and gather their troops, but a lot of them are in the dark and they don't want to come out and say, yeah, I support you. They're just looking from a distance.
Oh, wow. Liberty Witcher says, sure can. Sure they can. Meaning that the men can get pregnant. Oh, my God. Are you for real, man? I am blown away right now.
You did not know that. I'm going to pull
Hell no, I ain't know that.
Xavier
said liberty. Don't forget about the vagina being called bonus hole. Oh.
What?
My God. Xavier said men can get pregnant with a uterine transplant, man. I don't even know none of these terms. I don't know none of these terms. Y'all think I'm bulljive. I'm tripping right now. Vicky says, stop it. Men can't get pregnant. Toyo said men can't get pregnant. Liberty Witcher said it's important to respect a man's belief that he can be a woman and get pregnant. If it's disrespectful to tell him otherwise, it's important to respect a man's belief that he can be a woman and get pregnant. It's disrespectful to tell him otherwise. Boom. Me forever said no, BJ. That was a woman who changed her identity to be a man. Okay. She was born a female and had a child. No man on earth has given childbirth. So you wrong, boy.
Oh no, she's right.
You
That was a
wrong.
transgender man.
There you go. So it hadn't.
Yeah.
Oh man, Liberty say that's why women in sports need to stop complaining when they get get beat by a trans man.
What? I'm never agreeing on that. Never.
Liberty said you can Google this. The name for vagina is being changed to bonus hole to be more inclusive. Me forever say, excuse me, that is not DNA possible.
Man, hold up. I mean, we're pretty close to the then we're caught up.
I'm reading these, bro. I'm reading these comments because this is literally stuff I had no idea, and right now I feel like I'm learning something in class right now for the first time.
Now you know men so far haven't had babies, so it's not you're still up with the times. It was a woman that turned into a guy with surgery and still had the parts to become pregnant. Now, real quick, we got to linger on that bonus hole a little longer. Vince, did you know that you are a lover of bonus hole?
No, man.
Did you know?
I had no idea. This is the first time I've heard the term bonus hole. I don't like the ring to it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even heard it in a rap song yet.
Your whole life, apparently, you have been going for the number 2 hole, not the number 1. The number 2
hole. The daggum bonus hole. Acapulco.
What? Is that from a movie?
Me ever say that is not DNA possible. A man's pelvic cannot open up like a woman. That is not true. They are trying to implant uterus into a male, and it has not been successful.
I see.
Damn,
I heard about the uterus transplant,
so
but I thought they already
did
it.
Guys that's laying down to see if they can implant this uterus thing up in them so they can able them to have some babies.
And you know what's crazy? Now that may not have happened, but they are able to grow babies in artificial uteruses. So,
but it ain't in nobody.
Yeah, it's not in anybody.
Okay,
so,
well, damn that. We talking about
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Toyota said a person who was born male and is living as a man cannot get pregnant. However, some transgender men and non-binary people can, in most cases, including cis men who have sex with men. Oh my goodness, she getting deep, man.
She throwing a lot of
pregnancy is not possible. New research in uterine transplants may mean that male pregnancy could be a possibility in the future, though. Boom.
That was probably the best explanation
That was an excellent explanation, man. Vicky said, "This
wait, you know what all those terms mean?
None of them, dog."
Do you care to know? You care to know? You want to know?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't. It's one of them things, man.
Let me tell you one of them though.
Okay,
let me tell you one of the terms. Okay. Let me just also make you aware that I already made you aware. You are a lover of the bonus hole your whole life. But number 2 fact, you are a cis man.
What the hell that mean, man?
That means you are that means you are a straight man that I think Bornemil and like straight men, like something like that. Like you are a natural male that is straight, something like that. It's like, I think I'm pretty close. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the term for cis men.
Okay.
And cis women. Yeah. They are the original, I guess you could say. And I'm a cis man too. I don't want to, anyways, I don't want to like say like only you are. Like I am too.
Okay. Vicky said this is the reason why we having all the heat waves, floods, and tornadoes. Dear God, take the wheel. Liberty say you guys need to get with the times. Me Forever said Texas and Florida are not agreeing with all of that transgender nonsense. Xavier said bonus hole is just pathetic. Liberty said if you are a lover of bonus holes, then you got a wider range of choices now. Oh
Nah,
shit.
nah,
Since not only
no,
women can have a bonus hole.
no.
Well, yeah, bro, you gotta stop calling me that with all the jokes, man. X say it's not a hole, it's a pleasure zone. Okay. Toyota said, Vince, I can't. You haven't heard it in a rap. Yeah, I ain't heard bonus hole in a rap song, so it don't matter. It don't even that's not legit. You got to hear it in a rap song, then it can be something. Be forever and the uterus transplant are happening in India, where they are paying poor women to remove their uterus for $200. Indian women are asking the United States for help in that situation. Damn.
Vince, you know how painful that sounds?
Hell yeah. I mean, no, I don't know how nothing. I don't know what's going on right now.
I mean,
Jeez.
well, I mean, just one thing real quick about the uterus. So the uterus is right through the vaginal canal, right on the other side of the cervix. It is connected. It is an organ in their body, just like your stomach, but it's where the baby grows.
Right.
And they are getting paid $200 to surgically remove that.
Man.
Ugh. That's horrible.
Liberty says cis men aren't popular anymore. You got to branch out somehow. Is cis meaning straight?
Cis, no, okay, no, I just looked up the definition. Cis doesn't mean straight. Cis means you align with the gender you were assigned at birth. So you you can identify as a male, right? And you were at birth a male, so you are a cis male. You are a cis man. But if you didn't, then you'd be something else. You'd be non-binary, transgender, whatever. You know, unicorn. There's all types of things.
Xavier said, I hate that cis crap. Me forever said the southern states in the Bible Belt is not playing that game. Toyota says cis, short for cisgender. Pronoun cisgender or just cis is a term that means whatever gender you are now is the same as what was presumed for you at birth. This simply means that when a parent or a doctor called you a boy or a girl, when you were born, they got it right. Damn. BJ,
you notice the wording she put in there, right?
I seen that, man. I'm spitting all over myself right now. I need a beer. Vicky say, BJ, if your wife report you being abrasive, just pretend you are transgender. Now it's just two women fighting.
That's what I was trying to get at. Thank you. Someone finished my scenario for me. Okay.
Damn that. If I got to play like I'm transgender, yeah, I'd knock the hell out of that broad. Take me to jail.
Dang.
Liberty said, you got to be gender fluid. Wake up and be a woman sometime. What the hell
Liberty's
is going
hilarious.
on?
Liberty
is hilarious. Simply hilarious. Me forever, to remove the uterus or some of its parts is called hysterectomy in America.
You know, I've heard of that term. I just didn't know that's what it was. So thank you.
That is crazy, man. That's crazy. Listen, as entertaining as this is,
yeah, right.
We gonna because I want to touch on something before we get out of here, man. And I want to get y'all take on this right here because this was a big BJ. This was a big story, man. That actually, it wasn't a big story. It happened right after the Carly thing. Remember, we were saying something else was gonna happen. So this story happened, and it didn't get much buzz. It hadn't been getting any buzz. You probably hadn't heard about it, but I think I sent you the video to this as well. But basically, what happened is that you had a 25-year-old girl.
Okay.
She went to the house of an older man that she had met.
Okay.
51-year-old wife comes home.
I've heard this.
And kills the 25-year-old girl. Now, the mom is saying that there's no way her 25-year-old daughter would have went to this man's house
if she
had she known that this happened. Now you have people coming out and saying this, and I totally agree with a lot of what the people are saying. You know, a lot of the ladies are saying this, that if this guy had this 25-year-old girl come to his house to kick it, hang out, have sex, whatever he did, he's despicable. I totally agree. Anybody who disrespects their spouse to that extent, to bring somebody to the house thinking they're not coming, you're on a whole different type of type of thing.
Oh yeah.
But basically, the 25-year-old is deceased.
Mm-hmm.
The 51-year-old got arrested. She bonded out, but she got to go through that whole process now, proving her innocence.
Yep.
And then you have the guy who's just skipping down the street.
What do you
with
think?
Nothing. I think it's horrible. I think that the 51-year-old let her emotions get the best of her, regardless of the situation. It's just unfortunate, man, that when that type of stuff happened, you feel so disrespected, so hurt, and all of that, man, that you just lose control of your emotions. And once you do something like that, now you have to deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
The 25-year-old, I feel, was an innocent bystander, man. I mean, we will never know, but I feel like that girl didn't know that this guy was living with this woman. At least I hope she didn't know that, man. Either way, she didn't deserve to die.
Whether she knew or not, because that is hard to say. The mom definitely had to speak on her daughter's behalf, and I appreciate that she did that for her daughter. You know,
right?
Saying like, well, the character of my daughter is of course going to be, her personality and her character is now determined by what people are saying on social media. So she, being the only person that could say something, did. All right. So moving past that, man. Testing.
There you go.
What the heck? All right, cool. All right. Dang, what was the last thing you heard? Anyways, it's a shame. It's a shame the 25-year-old died. It's a shame that the 51-year-old woman shot her. But I feel like the only person here at fault is the dude.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like he's the only person that should take full blame.
I agree. I mean, because bro, if you're gonna cheat, okay, come on, man. It's got too many places you can go where you ain't got to, roll them kind of dice, man. And by him doing that, it just shows his lack of respect. It shows for the 51-year-old to go to that extreme. She's probably been dealing with quite a bit.
Even if she's not dealing with a lot, how many women do you know wouldn't lose their absolute? They would go batshit if they walked into a room or walked into a house with another woman in whatever condition, if she ain't cleaning the house or if she doesn't look like a chef, even if she's suspicious, but what woman do you know wouldn't go absolutely crazy?
Well, I mean, Toyota, you and me forever, y'all chime in on this. Because I believe now I can see them, because there's a difference between going bananas and pulling a pistol and shooting somebody dead. That's a difference, man.
I feel like there's a double standard. No,
I actually think if you've been going through a lot, you wouldn't be super surprised. when you
Right.
see this. Like, man, I'm just this what this dude do,
I agree.
and I can see them maybe beating on the girl or trying to get to the girl or trying to get to the guy and swinging with an open fist or a closed fist or even pots and pans or whatever, but to pick up a gun and to end someone's life. Because I mean, you got to think about it, man. Once you pick up a gun, it's a strong percentage you're gonna end somebody's life.
But this is the thing about that, man. I mean, they like to claim men are impulsive, but when it comes down to anger and when it comes down to that emotional hurt,
Yeah,
women quickly become the most impulsive, number one impulsive. They will
yeah,
say or do something that they, just completely out of their character,
yeah,
or that you would think.
yeah. It's sad, man. Me forever
That's
saying
what
that
I think.
means it wasn't the first time he has brought a woman in his home while his wife was at work. And sorry to say, there are a lot of men who do that also, and that means that husband has been disrespecting that woman for a very long time. Yeah, yeah, you don't. That ain't. I don't. That's not a one-time thing. Um, Definitely not a one-time thing, man. Me ever said she should have taken her anger out on the husband and not the woman because she doesn't know
Hey,
what her husband was telling this other woman. Yeah, and like BJ said, I don't think you're gonna be thinking too rational at that particular time. You just gonna be seeing what's going on
man.
and Toyo's events. What was the young girl doing? I don't know. They didn't say specifically what she was doing, but she wasn't, like BJ said, she wasn't over there cleaning the house or cooking no meals. You know, so you could just use your imagination on that. But
Yeah.
she wasn't supposed to be there with this woman's husband.
Yeah, you know what time it was, right? It was like 3, 4 a.m., 5, something like that. It was like
Oh,
early morning. Yeah.
oh, so yeah,
So you come
so
into your house,
mhm,
they were probably asleep.
probably sleep. Yeah. So I mean, what the wife must probably worked over in the night or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
and came home and caught him, man. You got to be some type of scumbag
Yeah.
to even have the nuts, man, to try to pull something like that out.
Yeah.
You got to be some type of scumbag, man. Oh, my wife worked from 12 midnight to 7 in the morning. So long as I
Hmm.
get you out of here by 5, you good.
No, but he's not telling her that because
No,
apparently
he's
he
not.
didn't.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Yeah, but you got to think about the think about the amount of disrespect he had to have, man, to even pull some, even to try something like that, even to let
Yeah.
that go through his mind, man.
Yeah.
That's
He's the
crazy.
type. He's the type to, be, small things. Be texting the girl while he's out with his wife. Okay, take it up a notch. Be, be out in public and like say, hey, I'll be right back. I gotta go. I gotta go drop this letter off at the post office. And take it up a next level. Bring the girl over when he thinks his wife won't be home till 10 a.m.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
like me forever said, when you get that comfortable, you've had to have done it
Oh yeah.
several times
Yeah,
by then.
he's not a beginner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've had to have done it and gotten away with it, and it just was routine. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
what time? Yeah, come on by. He's saying to himself, because I would like to think that the 25-year-old didn't know. We're gonna try to respect, respect the dead, like the mom was
I,
saying.
respect the dead, but also, hey, Me Forever and Toyota keep putting a target on this man's head. They keep saying that he should have had the anger taken out on him. Do y'all know what that means? Y'all want him to get shot.
Well, they see what I'm saying. Those are women, man. Yeah, they definitely want him shot. They want him
Man.
shot and killed. Okay. You
Not winged.
now
Not
check
winged.
this out. What did I say earlier? Her emotions got the best with her. Maybe she should have, been hand to fist with him, swinging on him. That was my thing.
Yeah.
beating on him. I even threw in maybe even throw a pot at him or hit him with a pot. These two are saying, these two women are saying, kill him.
And honestly, since this is already the way the court sways, I don't think this woman should get any jail time. I think it should just fall on him. I mean, it already sways that way. Don't change it up now.
Well, no, he hadn't done it. They can't prove he did anything criminal. He's just morally a jackass. But he actually didn't do anything criminal. He was just being a scumbag and had this girl in his house while he was married.
You know what? It's the separation of church and state. That's why he's okay. Because if this was his church putting him up on trial, man, look, yeah, she would be praised, prayed over. You know, they would have someone watching over her. Him, whew, he's getting stoned.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
getting stoned.
Yeah, man. Me forever saying that's the problem. Women will always go for the other woman, but never their man when their man is the one who caused the issue. Me forever also said BJ is called a crime of passion, and she will serve time. She Toyota said she actually could probably use insanity plea or whatever. I don't know. She's gonna have to have a good lawyer, a good attorney. One thing they said that her bail was like $250,000, and she came up with 25,000, like it wasn't nothing. So,
And also, she got out that same day later that morning.
right. So, I mean, she ain't have to deal with no bail bond, nothing. She just called somebody and said, "Hey, go get that money I got."
So you think he was the typically you hear this story, the man's always working, the woman brings a dude in the pool boy or something like that.
Right.
Whether it's a fictional story or not. But you think this was the case where she was the breadwinner and he was at home?
Possibly, man.
I'm
Because I
alone.
think she was in the medical field. Sound like
Yeah.
I remember them saying she was in the medical field, and who knows, bro? Who knows? She I hate it happened. Should have never happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, this dude, he's a scumbag. Regardless of how, what, when, where, and how, he is going to have to. He's gonna get away scot free. And not only that, if this lady goes to jail, his wife, he gonna have a house and everything. So
yeah, he doesn't care about her. So I mean,
no, he doesn't, man.
When she went to jail, who knows? I mean, if he wasn't, all bent up, and upset about the death of that girl, who knows? He could have gone to someone else's house.
Man, and probably did, bro. When you're able to do things that that despicable, you don't really care about nobody. You don't care about nobody but yourself, man.
I think him and that woman that did the false abuse, if she did that, the false abuse claim with the divorce tied up into it, I think they should get together. I think that's a match made in hell, don't you think?
Right. Toyota said she did have a moment, and that bail was nothing. Wow, for taking a life that speaks volume. Yeah, I mean, but you can imagine it's going to be a lot of people on her side.
Huh? Yeah,
a lot of people on her side, a lot of men, a lot of women on her side, a lot of men on her side.
I'm on her side. I would say, I think it was impulsive, crime of passion, insanity, whatever you call it. I think, she came home and into something that she wasn't expecting. That's her property, that's her domain. And she saw something that, would be your worst dream, especially in America, when marriage is kind of the peak of people's lives. So
yeah. We're gonna pray for her, and we're gonna pray for the young lady and her family, the young lady's family who got her life taken, man. Cause man, this dude, he's a piece of crap.
Yeah, and I hope there's a lot of support going towards that mom that lost her daughter, because I know it's so easy to talk about the husband and his wife, but really, the most important thing should be about, you know,
Mhm.
this young woman that lost her life.
25 years old, gone.
Yeah, because
What
they're
happened?
older, you know. Hey,
Hmm.
hey, they, you know,
They in their
he, oh
50s.
yeah, he's a dog. He's so messed up.
Yeah,
He
yeah, he
really
did. He
got
did.
that girl into something that she.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And an older guy like that, oh, he was
yeah,
taking her fast, man.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
taking her fast. Yeah. But look, man, great show, bro. We're gonna get up out of here, man. I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight. Everybody who um chimed in on the
That's a
comments.
horrible note to end it on. You gotta say something positive.
Yeah, y'all was rocking, man. Y'all was rocking. We
Oh,
we really appreciate it. You know, we really appreciate it. You know, when you know, a lot of times I don't know about BJ, but you know, when you live dealing with day-to-day stuff and everything is not going as planned, and you know, you trying to pick yourself up. This show, it helps me to kind of forget about everything and giggle a little bit at some of these comments. And man, y'all taught me a lot tonight. A lot of these terms and stuff I wasn't aware of. You know, Buddha, what you call it? Buddha butthole.
no, bonus hole. What?
Bonus hole.
No, the booty hole is the primary hole.
The bonus
The
hole.
the vagina is the bonus hole.
Yeah. And
No, but what you said about, you know, the show and kind of what it means to you, you know, this show really does something for me too, and I feel like that's you know, everybody that watches, you know, we gather around the campfire for our own reasons, you know,
right.
and I like, you know, the conversations and the inclusion that we have here.
Right on, right on. So listen, y'all have a great weekend. Be productive. Stay cool. Cool as in, you know, don't get too hot outside. And be careful. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, man. Don't be, if you're going to see some guy, know who you're going to see.
Look at the pictures that are turned down on the table. Go
Right.
lift them up. Say, hey, who's this?
Yeah. Don't just believe when he say, "Oh, that's my niece or that's my daughter."
That's an old niece.
Yeah. Dang, she got a big booty too. Your niece got a big ass.
And you got a shadow on your ring finger. What happened to?
Yeah.
There's a ring. There's a little indentation.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, for real though, be careful. Just out here anyway, man, because there's so much stuff happening. And till next week, we'll holler. Peace.